I'm Father Owen Burns from St. Mark's Parish in Quispamsis. This Lent, our parish has decided not to focus our attention solely on one devotion or one program to offer our parishioners. Instead, each day we'll be putting out a small piece of information about various devotions or practices that we can take up to make our Lenten journey, the Lenten season, more powerful for us. Just before Lent began, I had approached a couple of friends of mine and asked their suggestion for me for the Lenten season, what kind of book or devotion I could take up to give more meaning to the season. And immediately the book that came to mind was Memento, Mori, Remember Your Death by Sister Teresa Noble. And they had used it for their own devotion last year during Lent. So they immediately handed me a copy to look at, to review. And the first thing that I noticed was that there was a skull on the front cover. And my initial reaction is that it sounds a little bit morbid for me. I decided to order a copy anyway. And very quickly I realized that Memento Mori, Remember Your Death, is far from being morbid. Sister Noble points out that we can experience two different types of death. One we're very familiar with, the death of my body when my body expires. The second we might not reflect on too much, which is the death of the soul. Throughout this Lenten journey, this Lenten devotion by Sister Noble, she asks me, the reader, to reflect not only on that moment of death, but everything up to that point and eternal life. Each day there's an examen as part of the reflection. And there's a couple of really powerful questions that Sister Noble poses for the reader. One of the first questions and the most powerful is, what graces do I need to prepare myself for that moment of death? And she poses this question. Consider this question. If I were to die tomorrow, what graces would I need from God? Reflecting on our death for 40 days during the Lenten journey isn't about focusing on that one moment in the distant future. It's focusing on our life today and living it more fully for God, asking Him for the graces to live as a Christian, to become holy and righteous in His sight. Each Tuesday, I'll be updating you on my own personal experience of remembering my death, Memento Mori, and hopefully this may inspire you to pick up Sister Noble's book, or if not, just spend some quiet time during the Lenten season reflecting on your own death, not in a morbid way, but again, asking yourself, if I were to die tomorrow, what graces would I need from God? Until next Tuesday, take care, God bless.